Welcome to the Dead by Daylight chapter concept for Jurassic World. First up, we have the new killer of the chapter, the Raptor. The Indoraptor has entered the fog. The raptor is a dangerous and tall predatory creature that thrills in the torment and hunt of its prey. Clocking at similar heights to the xenomorph, the raptor's power hybrid predator gives it access to many perilous abilities. The raptor's primary ability is called echolocation. Press the active ability button while looking at a generator's aura from anywhere around the map to select and actively ping that location using echolocation. This will reveal all survivors' auras within a 16-meter range of that generator for the next 2 seconds. Keep in mind that only one generator can be pinged at a time, though potentially some add-ons for the Raptor could modulate this in the future. Cooldown for echolocation is 30 seconds after each use. The Raptor's secondary ability is called camouflage. While traversing inside of thick foliage or plant-filled areas around the map, the Raptor becomes near completely invisible and gains the undetectable status effect, switching his terror radius completely off. Once you leave these areas, you will once again be revealed to everyone, making it more of a temporary stealth-like ability than a full map stealth, focusing more on stalking and buying your time against potential survivor victims. Thick foliage areas will be placed at random key areas of the map. Some will be placed near generators to keep survivors in a constant state of fear. Inside these areas, the Raptor can freely attack without breaking its stealth to the outside area, but will reveal itself to its victims if they are inside with it also. Due to its psychopathic nature, while stealth, the Raptor will start to tap its sharp claws together, making an eerie clicking sound if it spends too long inside any thick foliage or grassy areas in stealth. While the Raptor is the killer, special areas called thick foliage will be placed around the map as mentioned. Thick foliage is placed in large, dense clumps of jungle, only a few meters in length, that will allow the Raptor to hide efficiently and stalk its next victims amongst the jungle leaves. Survivors can also attempt to hide inside thick foliage areas, but will be revealed to the Raptor if they enter inside while he is there also. The Raptor has 3 perks that will aid it in becoming the ultimate predator. The Raptor's first perk is called Menacing Presence. After injuring a survivor with a basic attack, Menacing Presence will activate. If you are pallet stunned or blinded by that same survivor within 10 seconds for tier 1, 15 seconds for tier 2, or 20 seconds for tier 3, that survivor will scream and drop their current held item. If an item was dropped successfully via this method, that survivor then suffers a further negative 15% hindered status effect for the next 2 seconds. This perk goes on cooldown for 80 seconds after it has been triggered, though I'm kind of contemplating maybe this should be moved down a bit just to make the perk a little bit more useful. The Raptor's second perk is called Playful Predator. When 2 or more survivors are injured at the same time, Playful Predator will automatically activate. Gain the undetectable status effect until you are seen by a survivor or until there are less than 2 actively injured survivors around the map. If you are revealed by a survivor, your killer aura is revealed to all survivors for the next 2 seconds, making it a very powerful stealth perk. Keep in mind, if a survivor manages to detect your killer aura, this will also count as being seen by a survivor. This perk goes on cooldown for 60 seconds after it has been triggered. The Raptor's final perk is called Prehistoric Instinct. Stand still for 6 seconds at tier 1, 4 seconds at tier 2, and 2 seconds at tier 3 to activate this perk for the next 5 seconds. When 3 or more survivors are repairing a generator at the same time, reveal all their survivor auras to the killer. This works for single generators or if there happens to be 3 survivors repairing multiple generators at random points around the map at the same time, giving the killer a wide range of detection capabilities for slippery survivors that get away. Prehistoric Instinct goes on cooldown for 60 seconds after it has been used. Next up guys, we have some cool in-game features which I thought would be really fun to add to the current Dead by Daylight game. First up, we have first person mode. Many horror games bring first-person mode to their protagonists due to its closer proximity to the characters that you're playing, giving you a first-hand view of what the survivor is witnessing, hearing their breathing and seeing arms move as if they were your own. I believe this will add a more haunting experience for players as a potential option in the settings of all survivors to alternate between freely to suit their gameplay choices, meaning that setting will be free to turn on as players please. While it might seem like a small tweak, I believe that it will add some much needed fun to the atmospherics of the game through the eyes of survivor players as a deadly killer comes rushing towards you. As an added balance, for players in first person mode, killer red stains will be 2 times more visible and killer footsteps can also be heard a lot louder than normal, just to balance out the potential gameplay mechanics of third person view, gaining that extra bonus of a larger viewing area when dealing with killers and the tunneling. And if all else fails in the testing for this, simply a really cool new game mode where first person mode is the normal for survivors, with killers being tweaked and balanced to fit this, could also be a really fun concept. Next up guys, we have survivor emotes. I've always found myself wanting more ways to communicate with other survivors during matches, especially as a solo queue player, as currently the interactions seem quite stale and very basic at best. Though crouching like a maniac does have its perks. Survivor emotes will be added to slots for players to adjust as they see fit. Players can replace or further add to the standard point and come here emotes that are already in play for the game, having up to 5 slots for each character to utilize in the customization menu. These survivor emotes can be purchasable from the store, or having some available through Rift Passes could also be quite a neat feature to add in the future by devs. Not to mention, this will also make bang for the game with players spending more money to express themselves further each match. Now I'm not saying that these survivor emotes have to be as extreme as say Fortnite, but having the option to express yourself further with fellow survivors would add just that sweet spot and connection to this game that is sorely missing from team play interactions. And lastly, it wouldn't be fitting without a killer map to add. This map will be the Lockwood Manor from the Jurassic World movies. A large multi-layered mansion showcasing many key areas from the movies and bringing it to life in a live DVD map for players to explore. Key areas such as the bedrooms, many hallways, and large staircases leading up to higher levels, as well as lower level areas such as the showcase room to where they were doing the dinosaur bidding in the movie. This map would hint at similar design concepts to the Resident Evil police station, the Gideon Meat Factory, and the Midwich Elementary School. Claw marks and bloodstains would fill the walls of the interior of the house, indicating that a dinosaur has been rampaging through here. Anyway guys, what did you think of the Jurassic Park chapter concept? Be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you would be most excited about if this chapter were to come to fruition. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the chapter concept for Jurassic Park.